Hey everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pink Bucker Designs. I've got another celebration project for you. Celebration is 3 months, January, February, March, during which you can get free things for every $50 you spend with Stampin' Up. We have a special celebration catalog, which should just be called the free catalog. Everything in here is free with either a $50 or a $100 purchase. And I'm this week really focusing in on the Lily Pad stamp set, the matching die, and this gorgeous paper. If I had to pick one thing that's my favorite from this celebration catalog, it is this stunning, beautiful paper. And I think the reason I love it so much are the color combinations. It's bright, bold, and beautiful. Now, let me show you what we're going to make, and then I'll talk a little bit more about that paper. This is a tall and skinny gift bag with a hanging card. See how that card comes off like that? My friend Rhonda Wade has made bags like this in the past, and so I couldn't wait to make one, and I adapted it a little bit, but it is just a fun little gift that you can give someone with that hanging card. Okay, so the paper, all of the paper coordinates. They have similar colors, but they each one I feel like has a standout color. Like this one is the bright pink Melon Mambo. This one is that Bermuda Bay and Grapefruit Grove. I love these two. These are my two most favorites, I think. And then this one has got those bright pops of Melon Mambo on a darker background. And look, the backside, you have these cool textured painted pieces. It looks like a painted canvas. And then this is the one that I used for this bag. I love these color combinations. This Melon Mambo and Grapefruit Grove along with the Bermuda Bay just pops right off. And then if you're a purple lover, look at that. And they've used those opposite colors there too to make it beautiful. And then look at that one. Gorgeous. So if you love brights, this paper is for you. I am a brights lover and I love this paper. So I decided to make some gift bags. My kids, I have teenagers here, they love to take candy and stuff to their friends for their birthday, and they're always looking for a gift bag. So I thought if I could just whip up some of these tall and skinny gift bags and have them ready, they could give them to their friends. And it has this little hanging card. Can you see that? I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, let's make the bag first, okay? You're going to need to get one full sheet and cut off 1 inch. Okay, 1 inch at the top. Then you're going to need to get your Simply Scored. Let me get mine out. Whoops, it's covered in scraps. I've been crafting so much. Then let me tell you, the measurements are on this PDF. You click on the link here in the description. It'll take you to my Facebook Friday post where I did 3 projects using these products. And this one right here tells you everything I use as well as all these measurements I'm getting ready to tell you. So don't write them down. Just hop over there and print it or save it or do whatever. That way you'll have it when you need it. All right, let's score our paper. Now that you've cut it down to 11 by 12, you're going to put the 12-inch side up at the top of your Simply Scored. Use the fat end of your scoring tool and don't push too hard on your Designer Series paper. It will rip. All right, we're going to score the 12-inch side at 1 3/4, 5 3/4, 7 1/2, and 11 1/2. Then turn it and score at 1 and at 10, let's see, at 9 1/4. I did it backwards. 9 1/4. All right, now let's put this bag together. Take your bone folder. Bone folder will really help get your bag nice and crisp. Fold this top 1 inch section forward. The rest of them we are going to fold in. All right, in. And let's get all of them nice and crisp. And then we've got that bottom one also right there. All right, now take your scissors and on this 1 inch skinny side tab, we're going to cut off the 2 rectangles on either end. And then cut them at an angle while you're there. All right, now down here at the bottom, cut each of them up each of your score lines up. All right, now, first thing you need to do is adhere this down. Before we put it together, we've got to fold this and adhere it down. And then make sure all your lines there are still nice and crisp. All right, now on that 1-inch skinny tab, we're going to put adhesive all the way down, and then we're going to fold it over and match those pieces like that. All right, so there you have how it all goes together. Now the bottom, you want to decide which side is the front, and the front is where those don't meet. That's the back side, and you want to fold in the back first. So fold those side tabs in, put some adhesive here like that, and fold it in, and the last one is the front. Fold it in, and there's your bag. Isn't that neat? Now you have this 1-inch strip. Let's see. You've cut off that 1-inch strip, remember, from your paper. Cut it down to 4 inches. All right, and we're going to put it right there. It's going to camouflage where that card is hanging. And I'm going to use just some liquid glue so that it's narrow. My tape runner is a little bit too wide, and I don't want to create, if it's too wide, my card might not fit in there. Okay, so I'm going to just adhere that right there and let it dry, and we're going to make the card. Let's look at the card. I'm going to take it off. It's a little mini card. This Whisper White piece is 3 1/4 by 8 1/2, and then I scored it at 4 1/4, and I've already done that. Then I cut another piece of Whisper White thick that is 3 by 4, and I ran it through the die cut machine with my corrugated embossing folder. I love white corrugated paper. Now I'm going to do a little splash on there with my Bermuda Bay Stamp and Blend marker, and I'm taking the brush tip and I'm just flicking some color like that on the lid. I use the lid to flick it. Isn't that beautiful? Now we're going to adhere that to the card front. All right. Now I want you to notice I also did some stamping inside. The sentiment is inside as well as that little flower. So we're going to do that flower twice. We're going to do it on a piece of white paper, and then we're also going to do it on the inside. Now I'm going to do it in Melon Mambo. Once here, and then I'm going to get a scrap piece of paper and I'm going to stamp it off down here. Now, let's do, before I start coloring it in, let's do the lily pad. I'm going to do the lily pad in Shaded Spruce. Okay, we're going to do it. Let's see, will it fit? Yep, right there. And instead of coloring it in with a Stampin' Blend or ink or something, first I'm going to take my Wink of Stella. And your Wink of Stella works kind of like an aqua painter. You can see how it picks up that color and it colors it in with the shimmer and the glitter that we know that's in the Wink of Stella. Okay, so I'm going to go all over that. Now I'm going to come back to this flower, and I am going to add a little bit of shading with my lovely lipstick blends. They coordinate very well with our Melon Mambo ink. Now run it on your paper, make sure it's clean, and then go over. By clean I mean it's not going to bring that color with it. Just like the aqua painter, it will run clean on your paper. Blend all that in. And then we also forgot to do this one. Let's do this one. Now on the inside, I'm not going to get real fancy with any shading. I'm just going to give it a little bit of fill. Okay. Now let's come back to this one, and I'm going to take my light, lovely lipstick, and I'm just going to kind of add in some shading here. I wanted to just give it a little bit more color and depth. Let's see, let's take that up a little bit more. Everywhere that the petal overlaps, you want to add a little bit of shadow. All right, there we go. Let's see. This one we're going to do a little bit of curved shadow right there. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to take my Wink of Stella and just kind of blend it a little bit more. All right. Lovely. Now let's get all of this out of the way and bring up our die cut machine. Whoops, there goes my paper. And this set, as I mentioned, has these beautiful dies that coordinate with it. We love when dies coordinate, and we can just run it through. Whoops, I'm out of the frame. There we go. Like that. And get this out of the way now. And I'm going to layer these over here on my card with dimensionals. And I've buried my dimensionals. Here they are. All right, and I wanted it kind of off-centered. So you'll notice that I have it just a little bit off over here to the side. And we'll put this one, if I can get it picked up, right there. And then, of course, we need a bow. So I've got Grapefruit Grove, grosgrain ribbon, and we will tie this. Grapefruit Grove is one of those colors in the paper pack. And I like to put my bows on just with a glue dot. Makes it easy. We'll put that right there. Now on the inside, let's add a little bit more. I wanted to give it a sentiment, and I didn't like the way any of the ways I tried on the front. So I decided to put my sentiment on the inside. Sometimes the sentiment, I feel like, kind of takes away from the beautiful whatever you have on the front. So the solution is to put the sentiment on the inside. So I'm going to use Happy Birthday. And this is from the Timeless Tulips set. Aren't those fonts fun? Love them. And then to kind of tie in what we had on the front, I'm just going to do a little bit more with my Bermuda Bay blend, and that's it. Now let's see. Slide it in, and you've got a hanging card on your bag. Isn't that so much fun? Beautiful. You could do this with all kinds of paper that you have, 12 by 12. I know we all have lots of papers in our stash, and this is one way you could use it, making lots of little gift bags that you could keep on hand for those little birthday gifts for your friends. All right, you guys, I hope you like it. Make sure you hop over to my blog, get the PDF for the 3 projects, and all the measurements you need are right there. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I hope you'll join me again in the future. Have a great day. Bye-bye.